Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It's Monday.
You got me Tuesday. It's Monday.
Let's try this again. Happy Monday. I originally said happy Tuesday. Retake. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are having a good day and a good evening. Hi buddy. I got my son right here. If I could pick up my phone easier, I'd show. Can you bring him over here?
Oh.
Give him the video. My phone's propped up on a Bible and a glass of water. So, hi, buddy. Mwah. This is Levi. Mwah. He says hi. You say hi. That's Attitude Nation. Yeah. We've traveled the whole world together. Me and those people on YouTube. Attitude Nation Warriors. We've traveled the world. We've lifted weights. We've, it's been a 20-year journey of blood, sweat, and tears. Highs and lows. Learning, growing, getting better. Having 3 kiddos here. Growing a family. And so, I know you guys don't know each other, Levi, but you're pretty much like family. Attitude Nation. So, I'm glad you guys got to meet my son, Levi North. Levi David North. Love you, buddy. Mommy. Awesome. Well, welcome back to the yellow chair weightlifting, where we just kind of sit down and talk weightlifting together. Hope you guys had a good day. What I wanted to go over today, so this is episode 2, is the difference between max out and max effort. There seems to be a very big misconception about these philosophies. And the problem is that people tend to bring them together as one, which they are not. And so basically what we're going to be discussing is the Pendlay method. And the big difference, the huge difference between max effort and max out is the best way to describe it is there's 2 types of percentages when programming weightlifting. The first one is the most obvious. You prescribe percentages. I will put down the percentage I want you to hit in the workout. Targeted percentages. So you're thinking, okay, this is here on paper, this or email or app, however you get your program. We do email on Team Attitude Nation. Here's what I need to hit for the day. Excellent. Now, on Team Attitude Nation, we do a ton of percentage work. There seems to be this thought that Attitude Nation just maxes out every day and we're just straight Bulgarian and, you know, we don't even know what a percentage is. Now, I will say there's a lot of athletes on my team that joke and they say, hey coach, what is that symbol on my program with the dot, line, dot? And they joke. They're like, I don't know what that is. And I love that personally. I know some coaches might not. I personally do, because I stand by the fact that you want to succeed in the program. And if you feel like going more, if you feel like going above, then do so. And that's the Pendlay way. That's another part of the Pendlay system. And so another thing that Coach Pendlay used to say to us all the time, if the fire is hot, let's roast marshmallows. Let's throw gas on that fire and let's keep going. It's kind of like that Saturday video on YouTube where I snatched 166 for the unofficial American record. That day, if you notice, it's a Saturday. We maxed out on Friday. Maxed out Friday all the time. We still do that now. And so Saturday, Coach Pendlay wanted me to do block work. So I was doing deficit work, snatching off the deficit and was feeling really good. So Coach took the 4-inch deficit, took it down to 2. I kept working up in the 2. He finally took away the deficit and I went 162 for a PR snatch. Dave Spitz comes out and says, well, let's go 166 for the unofficial American record. I said, okay, and hit 166. So on a day that I wasn't expecting to break the American record, I know it wasn't in competition, a day that I wasn't even expecting to max out in the snatch, because we did on Friday. I think I hit like 150 the day before in Max Out Friday. The fire was hot, so we roasted marshmallows, and I stand by that. The program, and I know I'm kind of getting off track here. I got to get back to the difference between max effort and max out. But I want to make it very clear that the program is the minimum. That is the minimum that I want you to do, that I want my athletes to do. I want to make that really clear. If you can go more, go more. I will never tell you to stop. I will never tell you to move on. Now, if you're missing and it's not there and it's getting dangerous and you need to, build up some strength and some energy for the next exercise in front of you, then let's move on. But if you want to go a little above and beyond and go for it, let's go. If you want to get an extra squat workout in later in the day, let's do it. If you want to get a double day in instead of a single day, and you want me to write you a double day program, I'll do it. Now, that means that you better be eating. The more you train, the more you eat. It's got to match up. Off the platform recovery is everything. So if you're going to train more, and you're going to get an extra squat workout in, or you want to do a double day, or you want to go above and beyond the percentage, lifts for the day, then you need to eat more food. You also need to probably get an extra hour or two of sleep. If you're really pushing training and you have a job that kind of allows this, take a nap during the day. Get in the hot tub, get in the lap pool. Take the recovery up a few notches. The recovery and the training must match. If the training is more than the recovery, there lies your problem. If the recovery is more than the training, then you're leaving kilos off the table. Let's get back to the max effort versus max out. So 2 types of percentages, prescribed percentages. Then the second one is max effort. If you're asking me, what am I talking about? I must be crazy tonight. Max effort is a percentage. Max effort is completely different than max out, meaning there is a safeguard built in to max effort in everything that you do. Every exercise, there is a safeguard built into that prescribed workout. So when I say max effort, let's say in a complex, there is a percentage built in to that complex without you knowing. The weight will be much lighter than what you can do in a classic snatch from the floor and a classic clean and jerk from the floor. Okay, so that is a safeguard that's going to stop you automatically, even though you are giving max effort in that complex. In that exercise, that safeguard is going to limit what you can lift. Therefore, a prescribed percentage is built in without you knowing what that percentage is, which is personally my favorite part of programming and lifting as an athlete. What is it? What do I have today? What can I do? What do I got? How hard can I push it? All of a sudden now you start seeing battles on the team page or in your gym locally. Athletes start talking some smack, pushing each other, calling each other out. What'd you get? All of this is happening. There's this big boom in the gym. There's this energy. There's this excitement. There's adrenaline happening. All from a percentage-based exercise that has no prescribed percentage. It's all about safeguard. It's the number one percentage approach you can make. As a coach, I love it because I get to see what you're gonna hit. I wanna see how bad you want it. How much effort are you gonna put in to that prescribed exercise? Let's say it's a classic Pendlay complex, right? The most famous Pendlay complex. Snatch plus 4 mid-hangs. Max effort. Now, word on the street gets out, oh, all Attitude Nation does is max out. They just max out. It's all max out. Very different. I can't see my screen. I'm just going to make sure that the video is still filming. Okay, good. Sorry. I didn't want to run out of memory or something. I should probably hurry this up. I'm trying to make it under 5 minutes. But it's not max out. It's how much effort can you put into that exercise. Give it your best. And the best part about it is the weight is still going to be much lighter than you could do in a max out from the floor. So what a max out is, it's weightlifting. That's what it is. It's the classic lift, snatch, clean and jerk from the floor. You're never going to see me prescribe a Pendlay complex max out. You're never going to see me say, hey, I want you to do a clean plus front squat plus double jerk. One from the front, one from behind the neck. You know, some very fun Russian style complex. That's going to be a max effort. Now, a lot of times we do prescribe a prescribed percentage in that. Hey, hit this for this percentage, hit this for this percentage. I do many percentage workouts. To be honest with you, probably even more than max effort. But I just want to really clear the air, because I do think this is a misconception throughout the community of weightlifting, thinking that max effort is the same as max out. On Fridays, we max out. It's Singlet Friday. We turn the music up. We grab our Trenta iced coffees. We throw a shot of espresso in there to make it a red eye. We grab our C4s. We clear our minds, and we do classic weightlifting. What do you got in the snatch? What do you got in the clean and jerk? As heavy as weight as possible. Push it to the max. It's the sport of weightlifting. When you go out and compete on stage in weightlifting, that's max out. Okay? So max effort, there's a safeguard built into it. And that is key to know. What do you got for that day? How hard can you push? Challenge yourself. A lot of times as an athlete, I don't feel the rush, I don't feel the adrenaline, I don't feel the challenge when I just see, hey, hit this at 75% or hit this for 80%. It's great, don't get me wrong. It creates discipline. It creates a certain kind of structure that I like with programming. But there is this beautiful blend of some days having percentage work and some days having max effort work with a safeguard built in. It just creates a type of challenge, is the best way to put it, where you feel challenged. Okay, coach, you see that email, you see Coach Pendlay look at you, you see me look at you on Zoom or in person or at a seminar, wherever, and I say, let's see what you got in this. What do you got? And it just is so much fun to see athletes just fly to the moon, and it's exciting. And so that's what we do here on Team Attitude Nation. We prescribe a lot of targeted percentages, of course, but we have a lot of max effort, safeguarded exercises as well. Because I want to see what you can do. What are you made out of? What do you got? Let's challenge ourselves. Let's have some fun. And then, of course, there's the max out, which we do on Fridays. And not just Fridays. There are some days where we max out in the squat on like a Tuesday. I want to see what you got. Right? There's some days we're going to push a max out on a push press. I want to see what you got. Absolutely. So it's not just Fridays. Let me clear the air there. But I'd say 90% of the time, we keep the Cal Strength, Dave Spitz, Glenn Pendlay philosophy going from the boom days, and we still continue to max out on Fridays. So that is it. I don't mean to ramble. I just wanted to kind of speak about that. Max out versus max effort. Build that safeguard into your training. I mean, that's pretty much what powers are. When you do powers on Tuesday, Thursday, that's the Bulgarian method. Bulgarian method is, max out, basically all the time from the floor, but they also max out in the powers. And if you've heard Ivan Avajev talk about this, the powers are a safeguard. You can still push max effort. You can still challenge yourself, lift as hard as you can, pull as hard as you can, move as fast as you can. But because that you're trying to power that lift, because you're riding that line, you can't sink all the way down, the weight is automatically going to be a lighter load on the body. And that, my friends, is the definition of a safeguard. Okay? So that's it. Hope you guys had a good Monday. Yellow Chair Weightlifting, we're back. Episode 2. Join my team. Go to doweightlifting.com. I'd love to have you. We have a team private Facebook page where I coach on all day. Team Zoom. I'll send you out the program every Sunday. It's a week-to-week program. We have the best team in the whole world, the best athletes, the best people. I love them to death, on and off the platform. We'd love to have you. Follow me on Instagram at Attitude Nation. Thank you all. We'll be back tomorrow. Attitude Nation, salute.